Hello everybody, welcome back to Bull Street. I'm here with Rory, CFC Fan TV's Rory. And I was hoping for this 4-0 defeat, anger, get you guys going in the comments, but no, just a pretty boring 1-1.
Mate, do you know what's incredible about sort of the way that it's shaping up? Chelsea's last 3 games has been a defeat, 1-L, 2 draws. We've got 2 points out of 9. And we are cruising towards the Champions League.
I saw something about, I think it was 11 games between the 3rd to 6th place teams. There's been 1 win. I think it was Spurs would sneak that win against Brighton.
Yeah, the last minute, late on. It's appalling. I just don't know. I just don't know what's gone wrong with so many teams this year. But unbelievably, we're now in pole position to make the top 4.
So let's start with the game first. First things first. Any positives at all?
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a point at Old Trafford. So, I mean, irrespective of the Manchester United team that you're facing, it's still one of the biggest auditoriums and it has that majesty about it. So going to Old Trafford and getting a point when all we needed was a point. We went there to get a draw.
Strangely, you were favourites for it though, weren't you? And that is again going back to that. All these, Arsenal, yourselves, Spurs, Man United, all struggling. Somehow you were going into that game, an away game, where you've done so badly against the top 6.
Yeah, and you were so badly against the top 10. We haven't beaten anyone away from home in the top 10. But the reason I think that you could make Chelsea favourites going into that game is because when when there's a fixture, one team has to win and the other team can take a draw.
Right.
The team that has to win are very unlikely to win because their game plan's so predictable. They have to win the game. Whereas with Chelsea, we were in quite a fortunate position that we obviously were desperate to win and would love to get 3 points, but a point with 2 games to go is fine for us.
Especially in that moment of time when you see what Arsenal have done again.
Yeah, well, that was it.
Away.
They've lost 4 in a row.
It's incredible, isn't it?
How have Chelsea managed to get 2 points out of 9 and actually end up in a better position going for top 4 than we were prior to those 3 games?
Do you know, it makes me feel quite good about the Premier League, actually, because I always do have that theory that at the end of the season, it all goes crazy. The teams down the bottom start winning. The teams at the top start losing, and this kind of craziness can happen. Unfortunately, the top 2 we've not seen it at all.
No,
there hasn't been any drama when it comes to that, really. But for you guys, I think that is a big part of it. I think it shows that there are, if your bar is how dominant Man City and Liverpool are, it just shows the massive gaps that you guys have got when it comes to playing those other teams.
Well, it's got to the stage now where I think that Chelsea are in pole position. I think that we will make it. I can't believe I'm saying those words. I genuinely think Chelsea will make top 4. We're limping there. We don't necessarily deserve it over the course of the season, but we are going to get it. But even me saying that, I don't think we're going to win our next 2 games. But I still think we're going to make top 4.
You don't think you'll get the 6 points?
We've got hard fixtures. No, we play Watford and Leicester. I think 4 points.
Very tough.
Yeah, very tough. 4 points will do it, I think. But equally, 3 might. Well, equally, none might do it.
The way it's going at the moment. Yeah, I think you're right. Who impressed you yesterday? Because it was back to the old sorts in terms of Kovacic coming back in. Higuain was in again. Hazard doing his thing. The second half generally was super boring. But
there's two issues from our team in terms of who played well and who didn't. I just don't see how anybody can think that Ruben Loftus-Cheek isn't a starter and Mateo Kovacic is.
Isn't he injured though?
Kovacic, he was in the squad. He did come on.
Right.
But even if he's not 100%, he didn't have a good game, Loftus-Cheek, when he came on. But I just find Kovacic so one-dimensional, so predictable. He's never going to score a goal. Literally never going to score a goal. Never going to assist. He didn't have a bad game, Kovacic, but it's just very uninspiring. It's very flat.
Yeah.
Equally, I don't see how Willian is ever getting a nod over Pedro.
Yeah.
I just don't see how that's happening.
I think that's the big thing for me when it comes to Sarri. And what might happen with Sarri is that he might get the time that he wants, almost again through default, in the fact that he'll probably achieve the aim, which at the start of the season was probably, it was to play attractive football, which I don't think they've done. That's not happened. But to get in the Champions League, that was needed.
Well,
but for it to work, he needs time and money, and he's never going to get either of those. But also, more important than anything, on the pitch, he needs players who are ready to run and are ready to pick up the ball and break the lines. And that's the thing I keep looking at.
Yeah, we haven't got it.
At that team. You should, but you don't have it. And that's why Loftus-Cheek is the future.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, saying that Sarri has achieved what we set out to achieve, it's true. If we end up in the top 4, it is true. He will have re-established the club in the Champions League spots, which is what we wanted. But mate, getting Chelsea into the top 4 simply because Manchester United get battered 4-0 by Everton and Arsenal get turned over by Palace and Wolves and Leicester in a row. That isn't you doing your job well. We've got 2 points out of 9.
Yeah.
It just happens that our 2 points have come at a great time when Arsenal haven't picked up any.
So there's no sort of taking your foot off the sort of the gas of Sarri out. You don't think he's earned that if you get to a Europa League final and you get in the Champions League?
I mean,
is it because actually you're looking at the grey area?
I don't think Sarri's the right man for Chelsea, and I think everybody knows that's how I feel about him. And nothing I've seen of late will change my opinion on that. If we make top 4, we've got there by default. Nobody else wanted it. We're going to end up 4th. If we make the Europa League final, until this round against Frankfurt, we haven't played anyone. I mean, some of the teams that we've played have been atrocious, and we've made hard work of it. Like against Prague, we made really hard work of it.
Yeah, got close.
So no, in terms of that, but equally, I think you've got to think Gonzalo Higuain was his man. It's who he wanted. It's who played very well for him. Scored a lot of goals at Napoli. It was abysmal yesterday. Abysmal.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder sometimes watching him play. Is he aware of the rule offside? Like, does he get it? Does he know? Because what are you standing there for, mate? Well, but then why are you constantly?
Yeah. I think the thing with Higuain, so I got it totally wrong. I said it certainly on this channel. I said it on the kickoff as well. I mean, get Higuain in. He is the guy that you need because his movement's great. He's such a good finisher, and he's a good finisher when you've actually got time to think about it, which I thought was the problem with Morata. But the thing that people were wondering about Higuain was, can he get up to speed with the Premier League, even in a team that's so kind of slow in possession? But he is struggling in that sense. And he's not getting any younger.
No, he can't. Look, I think he scored about 4 goals for Chelsea, and they are all brilliant finishes. Like you can see what he once was.
Yeah.
So like he scored an incredible one against Burnley where he lashed it in off the bar. Beautiful. But he can't be doing that week in, week out. And he was totally caught. Bear in mind, Manchester United, they're not renowned at the moment for their defensive capabilities.
Yeah.
He was constantly offside. He had one clear-cut chance where he didn't do anything. I mean, he should have got it over De Gea. If he didn't get it over De Gea, he had to square it to Hazard.
Is he getting the opportunities? Because what he reminds me of, and actually he could be going down that road as well, he reminds me of Robbie Fowler.
I wish. Very generous appraisal there, Mr. Walcott.
Not Robbie Fowler at Liverpool. Robbie Fowler at Man City. Forget Leeds.
Yeah.
At Man City, where he'd kind of, he's starting to. Okay, he's still got a goal in him.
Yeah. It's Michael Owen at Stoke, isn't it?
A little bit. He can finish. We know that, but he needs to get.
Yeah.
He needs it kind of on a plate because he's not actually going to create anything himself.
If Higuain ends up in a shooting chance, he can leather it and he can finish it. But no,
am I being harsh in saying that?
No,
do you think that's the road you're going down with Higuain? Because that's the thing that Sarri was saying, that it takes a bit of time. Higuain said it in his interview as well. And he
hasn't got time though.
And Sarri was saying it was the same with Luis Suarez. First year he scored 3, he scored 16, God. Then he scored 24. Because it looks like he's going to stay though, doesn't it?
Well, they're talking about giving him a contract, which... it just doesn't make any sense. It really.
So you wouldn't want him to?
No, I mean it's really bad. He's really, really bad. I like him and I want him to do well, and I've seen glimpses. But we're looking at starting the season in August. He cannot be our centre forward. You cannot start the season with Gonzalo Higuain as your number 9.
This is why I don't think you'll ever this Sarri ball that you want to see. You're never going to see because you haven't got. Well, this transfer ban, we still don't know what's kind of going on with that. But he's not going to get the time because his kind of grace period is running out, and he's certainly not going to get the money, is he?
He's not going to get the money.
What he wants.
No, and also you've got to think Chelsea going into next season. We're going to be without Hazard, aren't we? So you're looking at Pulisic coming in. Exciting young player, but he's not Eden Hazard. So we're already losing our most brilliant player. Without Eden Hazard this season, it would have been atrocious.
Yeah.
So we're already without him.
Because with Higuain as well, I still feel like when you've got someone like Hazard, because Because I think most people are going, why isn't Giroud playing? Because Giroud, Hazard enjoys playing with Giroud.
Giroud should be playing, because the thing is with Giroud, not only he brings other people in, he's a foil for everyone else.
Yeah.
But he's also got that glimpse of class where he can win the game for you. He's a wonderful.
He's got a good goal.
He's also a scorer of brilliant goals, as well as being. He's not a particularly brilliant goal scorer, but he's a scorer of brilliant goals. Having players like him around that can score a goal out of nothing, a goal that you don't deserve, a goal that you haven't worked for.
Yeah.
That's the dream. He pulls it out of the bag for you.
But I just feel like I can understand you dropping him and having Higuain if you've got Hazard there, because Hazard could create something and then Higuain's going to do it.
Yeah.
But he's not going to help you create other chances for other people.
There's two
So if
questions.
Hazard goes, Higuain is even less useful.
But also, there's two questions that you need to ask when you're thinking about who do you choose out of our two strikers. You ask Eden Hazard, who would you rather play with? And he says Olivier Giroud. Then what you do in yesterday's game as a case study, you ask Eric Bailly, who would you rather face? And he's going to say he'd rather...
answer that.
Well, he's going to say he'd rather face Higuain. He's not going to want to play against Giroud. So everybody would prefer... the best case for Chelsea is to play Olivier Giroud. But sadly, it did not happen.
So who should be the starting striker for Chelsea at the start of next season?
God, what? Can we make signing? Well, we have to make signing.
Tammy's coming back as well.
See, look, I have no idea. I think the future's worrying, and I can see as a QPR fan, it's like glint in your eye.
Yeah, I get something out of it, of the shit season we've had. Bloody hell.
But no, look, I mean, just kind of keeping it. I have no idea going forward. I really don't. But looking at what we have at the moment, we've got 2 games to be sure that we get top 4. I think Olivier Giroud has to start. I think we saw enough in Gonzalo Higuain's performance yesterday to know that Olivier Giroud needs to be on the pitch.
Okay. Let us know what you think. Giroud or Higuain, who would be your starter for Chelsea? Let us know in the comments below. Check out Rory on Twitter at Chelsea Rory.
Be nice.
Be nice, because he will block you. And also,
even if you're not.
Yeah. And subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and we'll see you very soon.